Good day. We gather here for our video presentation of accounting theory and current issue unit. My name is Sitish Koirala, and there are five members in our group: Ahmed, Usman, Trimendra, and Kunjan. We are for the presentation of our two selected research-based journal article, which are business cases and corporate engagement with sustainability, differentiating ethical motivation, and the other one is the governance of corporate sustainability, empirical insight into the development leadership, and implementation of responsible business strategy. So I'm going to explain why we have chosen these articles on our assignment. So the reason behind choosing first article is that the first article includes practical example of more than 50 companies within the Australia, and also the articles first present information on how different companies are working towards the betterment and development of society. And on the other hand, the second articles include the case of four different business cases which help in increasing sustainability in the business, and also the author has applied different CSR framework and different theories on examining the business strategy and activities and on the second article. That's why we have chosen both the articles for our research-based assignment.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Malik, and I will continue the rest of the presentation. My part is the purpose of research studies and the related research questions. The first research, the purpose of that research explores the links between ethical motivations and kinds of corporate social responsibility activities. It also intends to find the different types of business cases in relation to sustainability. The research question for Journal 1 is how different ethical motivation for designing CSR and corporate sustainability are intended in creating different business cases. For research number 2, the purpose of the research is it explores how the corporate governance processes and structures are integrated by large Australian companies to develop and integrate corporate responsibility strategies. For the question for that research is how to implement and institutionalize corporate responsibilities in a practical sense by taking a responsible approach to the business. For further presentation, I will call my friend Ravindra to explain the similarities of the research. Thank you.
Thanks, Ahmed. My name is Trivendra Khatri, and I'm going to continue the presentation with the similarities and differences of articles. So I'm going to start with the similarities. The key objectives are similar in both the articles. Both the articles have focused on analyzing and determining the sustainability and CSR strategy. The articles highlighted the importance of acting responsibly to reduce the impact on the environment and control the climate issue of following ethical practices. The articles have highlighted the need for manager to act responsibly and be ethically motivated to enhance the overall performance. So the differences of the articles are both the articles use different business cases and data. Article 1 has focused on four different kind of business cases, and the article 2 focused on practical examples of more than 50 companies operating in Australia. I'm done with this, and the further remaining presentation will be continuing by my friend Kunjan.
Now I'm going to talk about the implication of different stakeholders of the research, beginning with accountants in Australian companies, and the implication are the accountants can use the information to understand the key differences in the corporate social responsibilities in the case of different businesses. Also, accounting regulators, they can find out the practical implication of CSR strategies in the case of large organizations. Investors, the investor can use the information to analyze the current and past performance of the company so that investment decision can be taken accordingly. Moving on to research number 2. So, accountants in Australian companies, the information can be used by the accountants to report the data effectively. Accounting regulators, the accounting regulators can use the information to ensure compliance with the regulations. investors, the investors can use the information to ensure that they take appropriate investment decision. So I'm done with my part. I'd like to invite Usman to continue with the assignment.
My name is Usman. I'm here to represent the rest of the presentation, and I'm here to conclude the presentation. So the analysis concluded that in current competitive business environment, it is important that business develop the effective sustainable practices. The CSR and sustainability strategy in organization help in gaining the profitability and competitive advantage in long term. It is concluded that major social responsibilities of companies included the following. It should reduce the environmental and climate issues. It should act ethically. It follows the labor laws. It should implement the ethical labor practices in business. And that's all for the presentation. Thank you, sir.